Ah, there we go. Now, sometimes, look at, oh, I've got the noise suppression filters on there. So now, there we go. Oh no, your course could, have you ever gotten that message? I get weird messages sometimes. Oh, really? Okay, hang on. You talking about right here? Let me see if it'll launch both. Let's try to get at it both ways. One of them has to work, right? Or it's going to come back and say, what did it say a minute again? It said something like, yeah. The other day for like 10 minutes, it just said, go pay for your resources. Yeah, it's just like, okay. Okay, I got there. I wonder what this is interesting. I want to see where I go if I go here. Well, I'm here. So, but it's still loading, isn't it? This is not the course home. Where's the rest of it? Everybody in the country is loading this all at once. All right. No. Yes, finally. Okay. All right. All assignments. Is this where that goes? I probably overtaxed the system. Okay. Yeah, that's probably better to go there. Because I've been going into here and then clicking all assignments, which gives me that page without this. But then I wonder, if I click that, nothing happens. If I click it over here, that's weird. So that doesn't do anything there. Doesn't matter. I'll just go to, I'm guessing this is it. Yeah. And I need to open 2 up. Okay. So which one is the bad one? This 3 right here? This? Okay. Okay, now it gives me, it comes up with a default very strange view. And so I have to always kind of put it in the other view because it looks weird. Okay, any day. It probably has to do with text network. Pages are unresponsive. There we go. We got this far. All right. Oh, that's weird. It came up that way. Okay. Okay. This is funny. It's not completely finished. It's processing the, oh, it failed to load. It's processing the math equation. Okay, so I can interpret that the way it's, so that's supposed to be left bracket 9.00 t squared minus 19. Okay, so I'll go down here. You said B?
Yeah, B.
Or B. This is weird. Standard view. Let's look at standard view. What the heck is that? Oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Oh, is that what it looks like when you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, so that's what, okay, so that little bracket and everything, the math equation turns it into that. Oh, okay. Okay. So it says, determine the total distance traveled. Turn the total distance in 1.58 seconds. I don't know why he picked the 1.58. Probably has to do with maybe that the answer is 1.58 at the previous. I don't know. So here's what I would do. And it's sort of a cop out, but hey, what the heck? Now the book will show you. You take the equation, and then you go in what is that? 9t squared. That's all my here. I don't want that one. God, this is going to be awful. Oh no, it's going to be, look, it's 2000. I guess I need to create a new folder, huh? Okay. Come on, computer. Okay, just add a section. How about 2023? Okay. There's my octave. Okay, so the other one, 9t squared. What was it? Hey, it doesn't do that way. T squared minus 18t plus 6. So what he'll probably do in the book is he'll probably take a derivative of that and set it equal to 0. What was that? 9, was that 18t minus 18? So that tells you around t is equal to 1 second, it should be velocity equal to 0. Okay, so that's just some basic facts, but what I would try to do, this is just me if I was solving this. I'm not saying that this is the perfect way to do it, but what I would do is take t, so I have 1 second. He apparently wants us to find out to 1.58. So what I'm going to do is just go t is equal to, okay, hello computer, 0, how about 0.01 to, is it 1.58? Okay. Let me look back and see. Uh-oh, where did it go? 1.58 seconds. So the reason I'm doing that is because I want to lay that down, and then I want to say S is equal to, and my equation is 9 times t, you have to put a period, squared, minus 18 times t, plus 6, and then I'll do a plot of, on this axis, I'd put the S, on the other axis, I'd put the T, and you get a plot in a second. I don't know how long it takes. Okay, this computer's not exactly the fastest one, but it's mine, and so I can maintain it. Come on, machine. You know what? I should have done it the other way. Let me do it the other way. Here. T and S. I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait for that one. But, so it starts at 6. That makes sense. It runs all the way back to here, which looks like there's our 1 second. That's where the velocity ended up 0. So it looks like it runs back to 3, and then comes back up to right here. So if I zoom in right here, I can see, looks to me like that's really weird. It came to 0.0275 roughly. However, that could be, if I put in S at T is equal to 1.58, I get 9 times 1.58 squared minus 18 times 1.58. I am putting the right thing in there, aren't I? Wasn't it 1.58? Plus 6. And being as how I would like to be as efficient as possible, I don't want to type any of that in, so I'm going to take a picture of it and see if this thing will solve it for me. It says divided by. Okay, so -1. It thinks this is a divided by symbol. Let me do that again. Let's see if it figures that one out. 18th. This is 0.0. So S is equal to 0.0276. And then at T is equal to 1, I get 9 minus 18 plus 6. And so I'm so either lazy or efficient that I'm going to let this thing calculate it. It becomes -3. So the thing starts, goes down -3, goes back up 3, and goes back 0.0276. So the total distance traveled is that. Now, let me go look at the figure and make sure. Oops. Okay, the figures show that's about right. This point right here is about 0.0276. And if I zoom back out, let's see. No, that's not the zoom out. If I zoom all the way back out, looks like that's it. So to me, I just, when given the opportunity to look at a plot of it, the plot helps a lot, because then you can see everything there. You can see what happened. Started here. The S is up and down here. The time is this way. So it started out at 6, moved down to 1. Okay, I got to fix this. So it started at 6. Okay, so I made an error. Equals to 6. So it started, so this is not right. Started at 6, moved all the way down to -3, moved from -3, back up 3, and then the last little bit, it moved right here to 0.0. I'm not sure that makes that much difference, but it moved right up here, 0.0276. So that'd be 9 and, what's 9 and 3? Is that 12? So that's about how far, I think. I wonder if I just put in 12. Would it accept 12? 12. And I guess that's an M for meters. Okay. So it says 3 significant figures. So, okay. So I guess, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, so I guess 3 significant figures would be kind of like that. And so I wonder what would happen. I've already answered it, but I wonder if I could throw it away and answer it wrong and see what happened. How do you throw it away? Previous answer. I didn't have a previous answer. I can't throw it away. I want to enter a different number and see what would happen. What are the available hints? Hint. How to find the total distance traveled. Okay. Was that an acceptable discussion? Oops. T plus 6. Let's say you had this. And so if you did this, the key is, if you want to do it without a plot, what you want to do is you want to find the velocities where, okay, a particle is going, before it turns and goes back the other direction, It's got to have a zero velocity here and here. And so if it just did this, you know, you're just trying to find all those. And so once you find all those, you can find the S at it. So let's do this problem. So the velocity then equals to, okay, so here, dS dt. 3 times 3 is 9, right? T squared plus 2 times that, 18t minus 18. So now I got a quadratic. Before, you know, from that plot, you know, it basically turned one way. You know, it turned one time, had one velocity. Now it's going to go up here and do like that. So it's going to have 2 changes in direction. So I don't know. You know what? Let's do this. Since I'm so efficient, I'm going to let the phone do the quadratic equation. This is bad. But once I discovered this, I was like, it's good. So what is bad? What is good? It is what it is. Gosh, it's just going through this thing. I just want the answer. Okay. So here's a nice thing. I've got 2t. One is minus 2.732. Who cares, because I'm not looking at that. And then the other t is 0.732. So if you're starting here, this plot did that. So since time's going this way, that change of direction, this one is not even important. So you still only have one change in direction. So then the key would be, what is S at t equals 0? What is S at t equal to, what did it say? 0.732051. And let's say you wanted to know all the way how far it traveled. T is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, so the first one's pretty easy, because if I look at this, T here goes away, T here goes away, this goes away. So the thing starts at 6. The second one, not as easy, but again, I'm going to use 0.732051 to the third power plus 9.732051. You probably won't recognize that. Squared minus 18 times 0.732051 plus 6. So I'm going to make the phone calculate that. If it's a long equation, it might not like me for that, but I might be able to make it do it. Oh gosh. Okay, it's not going to like that. So what I'm going to do, try to shrink it down, solve that. Can it do it? Oh, it kind of did. Okay, so this thing says minus 1.17691. And then I got to do this again at this 2 seconds. 3, 2 to the third plus 9, 2 squared minus 18 times 2 plus 6 equal to. Now this one I could fit in the picture. It says 30. So if you think about this thing, okay, so I'll plot S here and T here. So we started at 6. Then we went at T is equal to this point. You know, I don't care how it did this. I mean, it's probably doing kind of like that. But at this point, okay, let me reverse that. At this point, this is the 0.732 seconds. This distance was is the place here is 1.17691. And then this one is up here at 30. So if you think about it, what you did is you went down to here, and you turned around and went all the way up to here. And that's all you're doing. So you're basically looking at adding 6 to that number for this distance. So it'd be 6 plus 1.17691. And then this distance is from here to there. So it's just 30.732051. Wait, is that right? No, sorry about that. That is incorrect. That is the time. That is the time. This is the distance. So that distance would be 30, distance from here to here, and the distance from here to here, plus 1.17691. So you add that to that, and that should be the distance traveled. Yeah, you find actually the places where the velocity stops and then returns the other way. Yeah, so essentially it's just stopping, turn around. You find those. And so you can make it as complicated as you want. If you had an object that was like, this maybe is a little too much, but you can maybe do a sine wave that's dampening out. And you could say, how far did it travel here? Well, you're going to take a derivative. You're going to find the derivative spots. Go back in and you plug those in. You figure out how far did it go here? How far did it go here? How far did it go here? And into here. But the key is these are the key spots, the velocities. This one's not, it's the initial, but these are the spots where the velocity becomes 0, where the position changes its direction. And that's pretty much it. So if you want to do it without apply, you just do that. You just go through it, take your derivative, find all your roots. He probably will never give you anything past a quadratic, but he might. I mean, you could get a cubic. I mean, I was trying to do a cubic, but unfortunately, one of my values for my cubic gave me a negative number. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it did. So I didn't get a good, I could have shifted it to the right, but, but that doesn't matter. So you just find your velocities, go back, once you have your times, go back to the position equation, put them all in there, and then you'll have, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what's happening here? I'm doing that, then I'm doing that, then that, then that, back and forth. So this is one of those things you haven't, or maybe you have had, e to the minus tau t times sine omega t. This will damp the thing out. And then the sine, you've seen that, haven't you? Have you taken circuits, whatever? I don't know what circuits it is. Either 1 or 2. There is no circuits 3, I don't think. Oh, okay. So this is a solution to a damping thing. It's kind of like you've seen go out to an old car, 1970. It doesn't have to be 1970, where the shocks are kind of bad. You start pushing up and down on it, and then what happens is the thing goes, But if you have a really tight front, go do it to your new car. Push it really hard, it'll just go in it basically. So this is a situation where your damper has, So your shock, you got 2 things. You got a spring, and you got a damper. If you didn't have the damper, people call it, go get your shock absorber. It's a long tube with 2 things on the end. That's not necessarily a shock absorber. It's a damper. And so, although you can put a little air in there, a little bit of air pressure in there on one side and oil on the other, it helps a little bit. But the mechanical spring is what does but if you don't have a damper, it's like an old 1970s car. You've seen them coming down the street. They hit a bump and they sit there and do this for 15 minutes, So that's a case in which, how far did the hood travel? Well, you have to go through and find each of these and then put them all together. I mean, good luck doing that. What you're going to find is your derivative that's going to be repeated. It's going to come out of this. And if you look for a 0 derivative out of that, you're not going to find it. So this is what you're going to get, derivative sines, cosine. I mean, you can set, it'll change directions every, twice every period or so. So, okay. I don't know why I'm erasing that. Okay, so what do I do now? Go back here. Oh, I haven't finished the sum. Okay. 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 So what's the next one? I don't even know. I guess we looked at 3. Huh? Oh, look, I scored 50%. Hence. Okay, so what any of the others yet or any idea? What's 12.9? I did push it, didn't I? I saw the little thing. Push. There we go. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. You got to cheer on your computer instead of screaming at it. Or you can just lay your head down, take a nap while you're waiting for it. Oh my God. Finally. Now watch this. As soon as it processes it, it should change those. Is it not done? Hey, it should change those. Okay, it says determine the, I don't know what's going on. Determine the particle's velocity. That should change to, yeah, but I may have to wait 10 minutes. Okay, I'll try that. F5, right? Oh, no, that's the, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, I can do, let's try that. Okay, there's the refresh thing. Hold your breath. Now, move your left arm out and hold it, and it might work. In the old days, you used to kick the TV screen, to get it to work. There was actually evidence to support that, because you had these tubes in there, and sometimes, oh, there it worked. Okay, particle moves along a straight path, with an acceleration of. Okay, I think I can write that down. A is equal to 9 over S. There, just do this. Here, acceleration. That's not very here. Come on. Maybe it's my computer. They need to buy me a real computer. Oh, they need to buy me a computer instead of me paying for my own. Acceleration is equal to 9 over S. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the wrong place. Where S is. Determine the particle's velocity at S equal 4. Okay. Okay, so I want to know the velocity at S equal 4. So I know this. Okay, so I'll do this on this side. Okay, this is true, but useless. So what I got to do is dv ds dt. Okay, so then this thing actually becomes v. So then I have 9s, just copying that down, equal to v, which I'm copying this over here, dv ds. I said S and wrote T. So now it just kind of depends. I can move this thing over there, probably the nicest thing to do. And then integrate. So what I'll do, I'll say S1, V at S1. Now, I've got to ask the question, and this is the question. The particle moves along a straight line, straight path with the acceleration of that, where S is in meters. Determine the particle velocity when S is. If it is released from rest when S equal 1. Okay. So this is the, okay, this is the thing. s equal 1, velocity s equal 1 is equal to 0. It said release from rest when s is equal to 1, right? And I want to go to 4. Did he say 4? 4. So you want to go to 4. So the key is velocity at s equals 4. The key with these things to really take a look at the details, and that most of the details, you got two things to deal with: what goes in the integral, and then these two things, the limits. These are the parts that you have to kind of like stop and think about. So the little verbiage he throws there is pretty simple. So essentially, you got this, the right hand side, 1/2 v squared evaluated from v, which I'm going to just say v at s equals 4. And then this is 0 because that's what that is. So then you take that down to the right hand side, 1/2 v at s equals 4 squared is equal to this junk. So this is nothing more than an integral from 1 to 4 of 9 over s ds. Me, I do not like to do. You know what? I wonder if this phone thing would do that. I've never tried to make it do an integral. That would be awesome and sad at the same time. So you no longer have to think. Oh my God. In my day, we'd struggle over that. We'd figure out and do all that stuff. That's really sad. No, God, that's sad. So 12.47665. Dang, the internet's so smart, it just makes humans dumb. So I'm just going along with it. I said, okay, I'll dumb it on down. That's sad. That's really just sad. I'm disappointed in the internet now. Doesn't work half the time. Thing just freezes up half the time. You download an app, it'll do everything for you. You should just stay in bed till every day till noon. So you see, get up by noon, go to, wait, what was that song in Wizard of Oz? I get up at noon, go to lunch, and then the day is done. What is that song? Y'all ain't watched the Wizard of Oz? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Well, we might as well use the internet for something useful here instead of math. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find. Okay, get up at, let's see, get up at. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Oh, come on. I always like the one where the scarecrow's singing and he scares the crap out of Toto. Remember that? So they hit the thing and he scares him and that his little horn shoots and Toto's like, takes off running. I always thought they tortured those guys. You know, back in those days, you know what they used to do? Bring these little kids on scene. Well, do that scene. And so they would give them essentially methamphetamine to keep them up. That's what they did to these child actors, you know. Isn't that great? Yeah, those are good old days, right? Okay, where is this? We cannot leave until we find this. Come on. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, you can't leave till I find this. You're supposed to be helping me find it. Oh, yeah, and then take square root. But I'm busy finding something important here now. Okay. Yeah. So okay. All right. I'll stop. Yeah. You just multiply the 12.47 times 2 and you take the square root. That's just b. Or you just bring out your phone and take a picture of it. It'll solve it for you. Okay. That's really sad. You don't mind if I make a mockery of the times in which we live, do you? I make a mockery of the past as well, because I was there during part of it. Okay, I'm going to find that. And that'll be the beginning of our. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. It's when they came into the city after they were riding the horse of a different color. Remember that?
I think you made that one up.
No, so it came in with a horse of a different color, and then the scene switched, and it was a horse of a different color. And I'm like, okay, so now you've challenged me. Yeah.
What units do you what did you see? Unit velocity?
Uh, yeah, it'd be, was it meters per second? No, it's meters per second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
The dynamics is going to be a lot of ATQ.
yes and no. It's going to change a little bit as we go. The biggest thing here will be mechanism. The start of, like things that make things move, like film. Like when you look at the old films, how was a rotational piece of equipment able to pull the film down instantly? So you build a little mechanism to do that. Yeah, statics fit a little bit more. That's a good way to think about it. Okay, maybe this is it. Well, there's the horse of a different color. They didn't even know anything about Wizard of Oz in last class. That was sad.